Today, we will exorcise a few devils. What's up, awfulness fans? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since the first Exorcist, so why not present to us a spin-off? Indeed, when two young ladies vanish into the forest and return 3 days after the fact, without really any memory of what befell them, the dad of one young lady searches out Chris McNeil, who has been always modified by what has been going on with her girl. Hang tight for it. Quite a while back, coordinated by David Gordon Green. Furthermore, this film is, obviously, ideally mature, rated for brutal substance, upsetting pictures, language and sexual references. Furthermore, a large portion of those will come from those sweet, delicate, also, superb family-driven expulsion. Holy person. Linda Blair's in here. Jennifer Weeds endowed, who I've really found face-to-face previously. In any case, it doesn't make any difference. The specific circumstance, the film, the class, she is astounding. She's quite great in this film and she plays somebody named Anne. So that's what I love. Gracious, congratulations. The outstanding names here for me. Leslie Odom, Jr., who sort of helps us through a portion of the more dreary scenes. In this film, his personality in Victor, there's an origin story. Given a justification for why he feels the way he believes, he does what he does that is scarcely investigated. Furthermore, truly, whenever we first get that flashback, I'm similar to this as out of the blue and totally silly. Yet, he's generally excellent in this film and that association with his little girl. Indeed, he and this other gathering of guardians, their little girls, are companions. They didn't have a clue about that evidently. Obviously, when something like this occurs, they will begin accusing one another. However, Odom Jr. can carry a levity to these scenes and the feelings. In plain view when their little girls vanish toward the start of the film. We're entirely great. I won't make this examination, yet it was given me like detainees flows. I thought the main demonstration was really dealt with better compared to I envisioned it would be. The other outstanding name here is Ellen Burstyn. Obviously you'll perceive Ellen Burstyn, however you'll perceive that she was in the first Exorcist film. So we need to figure out how to associate the two. We need to track down motivation to call this the Exorcist devotee. That is to say, it checks out, correct? There's an expulsion at the middle here. What's more, both of these girls, they're getting moved by. Yet, the associations with the first film feel so trivial. In this film, we're bringing back Burstyn's personality as needs be. Despite the fact that I really like what she was giving. Despite the fact that I've heard a few in the background stories that she would truly not like to be here in any case. Yet, she's so great. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference your thought process. Alright. Definitely, the association is a piece silly, yet it truly does sort of seem okay. That we're living in this world where expulsions are a thing and individuals become had. Furthermore, it might be a similar devil. Those things, blah, blah, blah. Bringing her back and afterward squandering her fair and square. That they do in this film and getting barely enough to where you start to expose where she has been since the first film, however not in any way whatsoever following through on any of that. What's more, involving that feeling as an impetus to attempt to make us care about anything that she's engaged with. Furthermore, the consistency of one succession that she is a piece of just had me. I was nearly chuckling. Well, it was a shocking grouping like, come on, man. Our chief here is David Gordon Green, who did Pineapple Express and more grounded. What's more, 2 or 3 movies. And afterward out of nowhere he's ready the Halloween redo. Spin-off. It's a spin-off, however I was exceptionally eager to see that. What's more, I really figured he made a decent showing with the primary film. Furthermore, in the event that there weren't any continuations, I would have said, he's the right person for this work. However at that point I saw the 2 continuations and every one more dull than the last. Furthermore, I'm feeling like this isn't the right matching. Yet, he has an exceptionally particular style, and I accept that style deciphers In this film, there were a few truly pleasant minutes where he used the camera to its fullest. Presently, perhaps the altering occurs and afterward everything's confused. Also, it's not generally so consistent and durable as he maintains that it should be. Despite the fact that he likewise takes part in the altering side just. Goodness, what are you referring to? In any case, just explicitly discussing that exceptionally unmistakable look and feel to his films. In the frightfulness kind, however much I don't cherish some of them, I feel it's okay. Like several decent excites and cools, some leap cuts that might frighten you. A great deal of these non-exclusive studio blood and gore flicks do furthermore, that they don't actually move toward anything. They don't use anticipation. They're very much like slice as frightening to death that I get, you know. Furthermore, whether it's an entryway opening or a hand hitting a glass window, I could say there's a smidgen of imagination in there. However, a large portion of it, there simply isn't that flash that you want for a spin-off of The Exorcist. Furthermore, I hold returning to that, similar to, why make this a spin-off? Why not go your own course and exclude this strangely shoehorned in subplot? Furthermore, perhaps it would have ended up working better in the initial 2 demonstrations, however at that point we get into the 3rd demonstration. Furthermore, a ton of the significant subjects that they were attempting to expand on. Like I said, there's an origin story in there and, surprisingly, some battle with religion that Leslie Odom Jr.'s personality was managing. A great deal of that only sort of gets placed as a second thought, vacates the premises a smidgen. Furthermore, we get a non-exclusive blood and gore flick in the 3rd demonstration and expulsion succession. That is fine. To be perfectly honest, in any case I can say I've seen better in different films that aren't Exorcist motion pictures. Furthermore, you additionally have a few exceptionally conventional lines, some discourse in there that attempts to let you know things that you could sort out all alone. Yet in addition some conveyance that just it wasn't exactly adequate. Furthermore, I'm not putting this on the shoulders of the young ladies. I figure the young ladies did what they needed to do. I believe there's a pleasant matching there, despite the fact that they don't share an excessive amount of screen time together when they're not moved by. Yet, I couldn't resist the opportunity to have this feeling the whole time I was watching. This simply feels like a corporate studio spin-off that they felt like they needed to do. They paid like $400 million for this IP. What's more, they anticipated doing various spin-offs of this film. What's more, this is the film that they begin with. Also, nothing against Blumhouse, nothing gets the studio. I figure they've done a few truly extraordinary things, yet this simply didn't make it happen. It was anything but a blend of elements that met up. The marriage between David Gordon Green and these entertainers. What's more, actually this story didn't fill in also as I naturally suspect it could have. I think there is the potential with these individuals. So to have that expectation, I don't fault the studio. However, I'm watching this and it's an exceptionally pointless continuation. Also, I would rather not say that, however I sort of saw the principal trailer. Furthermore, anticipated that it should be the situation. A piece of me trusted it would resemble Saw X. I'm not anticipating it. Good gracious, what a shock. This was a remarkable what I expect before I give you my score. To see more awfulness audits on this channel, make certain to drop that like and leave a remark. What's the most terrible blood and gore film of the year up until this point? Devotees an inadequately altered together mix of thoughts that had potential. The film begins as a to some degree tormenting secret, where it gradually transforms into a vacant and pointless frightfulness spin-off. Also, the entire time I was watching it, particularly in the last option half, I'm simply feigning exacerbation thinking, man, we might have gotten such a great deal better than this. Also, luckily it was not. Much obliged such a huge amount for watching. Tell me, what would it be advisable for me to audit straight away? This weekend? Fair play. What's more, would it be advisable for me I audit Absolutely Executioner on Amazon? I won't let you all establish that. I'll see you soon.